So, fellas, synchronicities can be, scaring at times. If not, they are scaring. Like, I remember when I came to a realization of myself. You know, back in Dubai when I was, still doing a job with Amazon. I didn't really know anything to do with all this spiritual like information or knowledge that I'm actually sharing. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I would ever you know be in front of a camera trying to share my experiences about how I figured out this new path. I would say, I never thought of anything you know like this, I never thought, to be honest with you guys, I never knew that there's anything to do with us living out here with a purpose. I didn't know anything to do with spirituality, and at the time, and I was just blue. I was just like any other soul out here, just floating on this planet, as I've always narrated in my videos. I would say now, coming from a place of where I am, where I stand right now, I would say I was ignorant then. You feel me? Yeah, I was just like blue. I didn't know a damn thing. I was just out here, about the same things you guys probably were about or are about before you come to to a realization of who you are. You feel me? And I remember very vividly, like when I cracked the matrix, when I woke up. I was in my room. For those of you guys who are not familiar with my spiritual awakening, well, like what triggered my spiritual awakening, I have a couple of videos. I'll put some of those videos here in the cards, or somewhere there in the cards, or on the end screens for you guys to get the idea of how I came on board. You feel me? But just a little snippet into this video on how I amounted to a realization of myself. I was just out of this bad toxic relationship with a girl I thought I was gonna live with happily ever, as it as it is uh, sold to us in the movies and all that, only to find out, or only to to realize that it wasn't the thing for me or for us. You feel me? Yeah. So after that breakup, everything that followed led to my spiritual awakening, or led to me cracking the fucking matrix. And I came to a realization of the person that I am. I mean, the inner being, the the soul in me, person that is relating to you right now. You feel me? And that was very very ground. Like it was it was very very terrifying. Like I remember I lost myself. I would say, like, I lost my ego. Like, I lost everything I knew. I think that's the right statement. Like, I lost every fucking thing I knew. That was my ego. The programs that I downloaded growing up. Every other fucking thing that you all know, we are led to to believe and adapt, and to pick on as far as society. I purged all that bullshit in the process of coming to a realization of myself. You feel me? Yeah. So, but for the purpose of this video, I meant to like talk about the synchronicities intensifying. That sometimes it can get scary. Sometimes you might think that you actually going crazy, because for the synchronicities, or when you come on board, when you have your eyes open to to a deeper meaning, to a deeper understanding of yourself and the reality around you, or the world around you. Sometimes it's it's scary, if not scary. You feel me? Like you're now come to to see things that are like like not normal, so to say. Like you come to realize that you have spirit guides. You come to know that you're actually out here with company, as far as the spirits that volunteer to to like move with you, or to ride with you on this journey. You feel me? All of that is a little bit scary for for a human construct, most especially if you have if you have come from the religious doctrines. They be telling you that this is evil, this is witchcraft, this is what, like you can't really like you get to like, you find a hard time comprehending which is which when you come to a realization of yourself, and the realization of the company of other entities that actually ushered in here with you to assist you in one or two things, as far as navigating this art playing journey, in a sense. You feel me? Yes. So synchronicities are very, very scary. There are a few like I had my own experiences that were subtle, in a sense. Yeah, but there are those that were like like scary to me. I used to like see like a lot of synchronicities, as far as animals that were showing up in my reality to remind me of one or two things, as far as the stages of my spiritual awakening, as far as the stages just in my day-to-day experiences. I mean, like, it was just crazy. Like, I remember it was just very, very crazy. Yeah, but I took time to like process all of what I was actually going through. I mean, like, trying to like comprehend what I see in my reality, and then fall back on YouTube. YouTube did really help me a lot. There's a lot of channels that I used to hang out. Still, I happy to hang out, to like dangle in and out on those channels every now and then, to like better comprehend and discern what I'm actually experiencing out here. For those individuals, though, are enlightened individuals, people who have been through exactly what I was actually going through. So they were the best fit for for a school, or for for information, for me to be able to like articulate or comprehend what I was actually going through, in a sense. You feel me, fellas? Yes. So spiritual awakenings, guys, they come with a lot of stuff. Part of that is the synchronicities. Embrace and tap into that. Allow your spirit guides to guide you, and be following in those steps of your spirit guides, for they will lead you on the other side, where you you find yourself in a better place to like process or comprehend whatever that you could be going through, in a sense. You feel me? Yeah. So for spiritual awakening insights, fellas, they live deep into the spiritual awakening folder. That's where I'm going to be dropping, or that's where I happen to drop videos in regards or in relation to spiritual awakenings. And don't forget to follow me on TikTok, and IG, WM or Celestial Being, and also subscribe to the platform so that you won't miss out on my weekly uploads. I'm gonna see you in the next clip. Peace.